Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 4th grade concept of relating fractions and decimals. This is standard 4.2G in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 12 off the 2019 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause the video, and then we will look at our answers together. So we have what seems like a simple question: what fraction is equivalent to 1.5? But quite honestly, this is one of the trickiest 4th grade STAAR questions I have seen, and I have seen a lot of them. Let's just see how simple it seems and how tricky it actually is. 1.5. Well, let's just build our place value chart like we always do. To the decimal is where we begin. So that kind of divides our whole numbers and our fractional terms. So to the left is going to be our ones place. To the right is going to be our tenths place. Now that's a little bit tricky. We just have to know that the first digit to the right of the decimal is the tenths, and then the hundredths, and then the thousandths. It's like, all right, well, let's put our answer up there, 1.5. So this is how we build this into a fraction. What we're going to do is we are going to take our whole numbers, right? That's going to be our mixed number. And then we take any number that is in the decimal place. So 5, whether it be 50, 59, whatever it happens to be, that it turns into your numerator. And your denominator is going to be the name of the place where that final digit sits. Now this is simply a 1-digit decimal. It's just 5, so it's going to be sitting in the tenths spot, but sometimes they go multiple places and you find the last place. So 5/10, that means we're going to put 5 over 10. So it looks like it's pretty simple, 1 and 5/10. And this is where it gets tricky. That answer is not there. So we need to reimagine 1 and 5/10, because this is correct. That is one way to write it. But there's obviously a different way to write it that we are not seeing. So one thing that we can do is we can use a little bit of process of elimination. We can actually find the correct answer that way. So let's see what happens if we use process of elimination. So there are 2 items that we can immediately actually get rid of, and that is going to be H and J. Now, there's a reason why we can get rid of H and J, and it has to do with your denominators. The denominators are incorrect when we're going to line it up with the decimal, because when we line things up with the decimal and we make them equivalent, they are going to start with a denominator of 10, 100, or 1,000, unless we start simplifying the fractions, and that's not something we do really in 4th grade. That's something we start in 5th grade and above. So we're looking for denominators of 10, 100, or 1,000. The reason we're doing that is because those are our first 3 spots. So if we're looking at our decimal, right, we've got the tenths. So that's going to be something over 10. Then we've got the hundredths. That's the next spot over. That's going to be something over 100. And then the third spot, which you get into in 5th grade, is the thousandths. And that's going to be something over 1,000. Those are the 3 denominators you're looking for that translate the easiest into this. And so this 15, there is no such place value place as the 15th spot. So it could be F, could be G. G's got a denominator of 100, so let's see what that looks like. If I were to do my denominator of 100, I'm just going to do 15 hundredths, so I'm just going to put my 15 right there. And that's going to be in my hundredths spot. So I say the entire number that's after the decimal, 15. I say that's our numerator. The denominator is the location of that final digit, so that 5 is in the hundredth spot. So that's 15 hundredths. But as you can see, this is not anywhere close to 1.5. So our answer here looks like it's going to be F. Now, there is another way to look at it. That's not the process of elimination. You take all the number you see right here, 15, forget the decimal, and then you say, what's the location of the final digit, tenths? So what you do is you just kind of cross that decimal, and you say it's 15 tenths or 1 and 5/10, F.